ever since I was 3, that's all I wanted to be. I really couldn't tell you the reason behind it. It's just something I always wanted to do.
Welcome to Wired to the Game. All right, what is up, everyone? You're wired in with the homie EJ. Today's guest is something different on the track field and the track and football field. For track, 3-time regional champion, 2-time conference champion, 1-time finalist, but football same beast. 4A honorable mention, 4-year starter, Concord commit with D1 offers, and also mind sports. He also helps volunteer with the firefighters. The man, the legend, Christian Stewart.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, man. How about you?
Doing pretty good. I can't complain.
Yes, sir. All right, so look at your career. What's probably the best moment of your football career and track?
Um, I'll say for football, like I say the brotherhood, really, the brotherhood that we build. And for track, I'll say going to states every year in my high school career. Like last year was the only thing that we was the only year that we won something. The other 2 years we really didn't win anything. We were just state qualifiers. But last year, I I actually placed in 2 events. So yeah, I was a state finalist in the 100-meter dash and 4x1. We placed fourth place.
That's tough. So all right, so you made it to states all 4 years. So what? So your freshman year going to that, how did you feel about that?
I really didn't even know how to feel about it. It was just like coming up as a from an eighth grader because we didn't really train in at Park in middle school. So uh, like it's just the training that we had. It was a whole different atmosphere from like all the other meets that we had. States, it's a whole different ball game. It really is. Like you have literally every single team in the state there, single A, double A, triple A, quad A. It's it's a whole different ball game. It really is.
So it was more of a fact that if you could run, you could run kind of thing. Wasn't it divided up by A's, kind of?
Uh, with track, age really doesn't matter. It's just the way that you train and the way that you eat, stuff like that. Just minor things.
Mm. So, all right, so you also made the states for football. When did you realize that Woodrow was that type of school when you was making it from track to football as well?
It's just I think it's the way that we practiced, like if, in football and in track. Because this year for track, we have that state championship mentality. Like we know we're going to win states. We're the number one team in the state in 2 events. So and we have in AAA, we have the top 3 times. Me, Daniel, and Gabe. We're the top 3 in AAA. So we know we put a target on their back, and we're just going to keep pressing forward. We really are. We're not going to stop till we have that blue medal on our chest.
That's what's up. All right, so who was probably the toughest person you raced in track?
Um, probably have to say Dom Collins or Keyshawn Robinson.
Don Collins, the one that plays for WVU.
Yeah,
That's tough
just entered the transfer portal. Keyshawn Robinson is also at WVU.
for track or football.
Football. Oh yeah, and Dre Hawkins. Uh,
That's
he was at Willing Park. Then he transferred to IMG Academy. Now he's at Florida University playing football.
that's tough.
Yeah,
All right. So looking at your awards, which one do you look back at and be like, dang, I really did that?
probably state finalist in two events this last year. And I feel like if I had more of an opportunity in football, I could have made like first team on state, but I didn't really have the opportunity that my other teammates had.
Mm.
I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah.
I understand. So all right, so obviously you committed to the Concord for football. Do you also think you're gonna do track for Concord as well?
Yes, I am. I'm in contact with the coaches right now, and we're getting that situated, all the financial packages and all that stuff. So yeah, I will be running track at Concord too.
That's tough. Two-sport athlete, that's tough. So so what was the reason you went to Concord?
I probably have to say the game day atmosphere. I loved it. I really did, and the coaching staff, because I went to Concord back in October, and it was a whole different coaching staff. Then the coaching staff got fired in like December, January, and they brought in they wiped out the whole coaching staff. So every single coach it's a brand new coach. He coached at West Carolina. Uh, and he brought a whole bunch of coaches with him. But I probably have to say the game day atmosphere and like this it's like the hype that coaches bring, like their energy. I love their energy, especially the receiver coach. He'll be my coach there, and I love the head coach's energy too. They text me every day, wanted to know how I was doing, stuff like that, like just minor things like
The
that.
little things, yeah. All right. So, what other schools did look at you for track as well as football?
Uh, for track, West Virginia Wesleyan, uh, uh, West Virginia Tech, Concord. I think that's all for track though. Then for football, Mercyhurst, Concord, Bluefield State, Huntington Expression Prep. Yeah, that's it for and Louisville State.
That's tough. All right. So, being part of such a good track team, when did y'all realize y'all had that potential to be as good as y'all are right now?
Um, I'll probably have to say when we ran the fastest time in the state, really. But we've always had we've practiced with that mentality since the beginning of the year. That's just the way that Coach Kid programmed us. We're going to be state champs. We're going to be state champs. It's the way that we practice every day. I guarantee we work harder than every other team in the state. I guarantee that because we're beating teams by like almost a second. So
That's insane. So, all right. So, when did y'all break that record for states? Like you were talking about when you had that great time. When did that happen?
when we all ran under 10-9,
Yeah,
that happened last week actually. So Daniel he ran a 10.76. Gabe ran a 10.83, and I ran a 10.85. So, and our other teammate in the 4x1, he ran 11.1. So we're the fastest team in school history, like in just in the 100. We plan on breaking that school record too in the 4x1 and the 4x2.
I don't doubt it. The way the timing is, I don't doubt y'all don't break that.
Yeah.
All right. So football wise, playing in states twice during your high school career, when did y'all not? All right, sorry. Playing in states twice during your high school when Woodrow did not make it in a while. What feeling did you get, kind of? Because like Woodrow didn't make states until like I don't think
Till
until like 2020.
2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I think it was 10 years. I'm pretty sure. Um, it, we practiced with the same mentality. We just wanted to be a different team. We tried to like make brand ourselves as a different team, not that same Widow team that's 1-11, 5-5. Those type of Widow teams. We wanted to be a different type of Widow team, not the one that's known for losing. We wanted to like make a name for ourselves. That's what we wanted to do that year. Then we didn't make we didn't make the playoffs my junior year. Then yeah, we made it sophomore year too, but we got blown out by Huntington. Um, Last year we just yeah, we made the playoff 3 times. Yeah.
So how was that experience? How was it different than playing like just a regular football game, kind of?
It's either win or go home. It's either the seniors that year, they're playing their last game ever of high school football, or you advance to the next week and you keep going, and you keep going, then you finally get to that state championship game. And that's what everybody wants to get to eventually, that state championship ring. They just want that on their finger. You're a state champion for life. Nobody can take that away from you. So and you're fighting for something like something bigger than what you fight for in a regular season game.
So what? All right. So what did everybody kind of buy into, like going to states 3 times? Like what did Coach Ray kind of say? Like we're gonna do this and we're going to states.
Yeah, we were in the weight room every single day. This I think we started every I think sophomore we started like December December 16th, and all the way through to like November of the next year. So like we we just bought in to the weight room. It's something that we fell in love with, and we have like videos of other teams, like a hype video or something like that, like of them talking to the media, talking trash and all that. It was little stuff like that.
Mm. All right, so you was a 4 year starter, but like who'd you kind of like learn from, or like they kind of mentored you, like they taught you a little bit.
Keenan Cook and Maddox McMillan.
Mm. So how was that experience? Because now Keenan's at Georgetown, I believe it is, and
Yeah.
Maddox, yeah. So like, how was that experience, kind of?
Uh, I actually remember our first conversation. So I was probably I was 14, and so I walk in the weight room, and we're getting ready to start like I think off season workouts. And I'm talking to Coach Ray, which he's our receiver coach and DB coach and defensive coordinator. And he goes up to Keenan, and he calls me over, and he's like, Keenan, I want you to take him under your wing. And like ever since that, we've been connected since that. We've been like that. We talk all the time, really. He's always like congratulating me and stuff like that, just checking up on me. We used to do a lot of stuff after practice when everybody else are leaving, just getting extra work in.
That's tough. So who is probably y'all biggest rivalry for football?
Either East Princeton or um East Princeton or Bluefield.
Louisville.
Yeah.
Mm. All right. So for track, what's your favorite event for track? Like, what is your favorite event to run?
The 4x1 and the 100-meter dash.
Why those?
I just feel like the 4x1 is the most exciting event. It's like it's definitely the most exciting 4x1 and 100 because it's like the fastest people like just run against each other. It's definitely the most exciting
Mm,
and my favorite.
that's tough. So obviously, dealing with adversity you've been through, how do you think that shaped you as a player today? You are today.
Um, I say the mental the things that Coach Rhett put us through, it kind of prepared us for the adversity and all that stuff. It challenged us to be better than what we were before the day. He always said be 1% better than you were yesterday. So it's just like progressing every single day and not letting the little things bother you, like adversity and stuff like that.
Mm. Uh, so obviously for football, what do you think? What do you think your game has shades of? Like what players?
What do you say?
So all right. So what kind of? All right. So looking at your football game, who do you think your game has shades of? Kind of.
I say like Tank Dell and Quinshon Judkins.
Mm. Why those two specifically?
Because I run kind of like Quinshon Junkins, and I'm shifty like Tank Dell. Then you could probably say I return like uh like Tavon Austin, like the kick return and punt return and stuff like that.
I understand. All right. So looking at it, how did it feel like to become a 4 year starter your freshman year? You was like, oh man, I'm started. Like most freshmen don't actually start for varsity.
Hmm. It felt good. I remember the conversation that I had with Coach Stafford, actually, Coach Stafford and Coach Ray, because during the off season we were doing 7-on-7s, and I actually started on those too. Um, and I remember Coach Rat and Coach Stafford on him. He was bragging to all the other coaches at the 7-on-7s that I was just a freshman. Then we get to game time, and uh, I didn't start against Riverside, but I played that game. I didn't start against Riverside or East, but I started against Morgantown, and we ended up winning that game in overtime. I started as a defensive back.
Mm. All right, so how was that experience at States like for track?
I'd probably say it's the most fun. It's bad, and probably my high school career is most definitely the most fun thing. You're meeting a whole like really every the best people, the best track stars in the state. You're meeting them, and you're having conversations with them. You're getting to learn like different things about everybody that's actually good at track and every single division because everybody is different. So you're learning different things, and that can actually help you and progress you into a better person or a better track star.
All right, so what made States for track kind of like a different type of mode? Like, because you said you're like running against the best. Like, what made it that like, oh my gosh, I'm actually going to have to step up my game if I want to compete, kind of.
Wanting to get that medal, wanting to get that blue medal. That blue medal is first place. Uh, Everybody wants that blue medal, and if you really want it, you got to bring your game, like A+, A++.
So what? So do you think last week was probably the best track meet you had, like time wise?
Yeah, it's my PR, personal record, and it's fourth all time in school history and 45th all time in state history.
That's tough. So all right, so what? All right, so what made you kind of like choose track over football over track, or is it like you love them both the same kind of?
I kind of like I love them both the same. I have a love hate relationship with both of them, but I love both of them. I really do.
So who was the biggest influence on your career for both track and football?
For track, I'll say Christian Coleman and um, Usain Bolt. Football, Tavon Austin, Stedman Bailey, and Pat White.
So some of the West Virginia type of guys.
Yeah, so I grew up watching.
Man, Tavon Austin was a beast back in his day.
Yeah, I still got his jersey. No, I had a Stedman Bailey jersey.
That's tough. All right, so talking away from sports, what? So you're a firefighter, aren't you? Aren't you?
Yeah.
So what has that experience been for you so far?
It's probably been the most. It's always been my dream to be a firefighter, and I'm I'm actually being able to do it. It's probably it's a dream come true. I'll say that. Um, all the guys that I've met, they're all like top tier. Um, trying to think of the word to say, but I love it. It's the experience that I'm getting. I'm working with guys that have like 30 years of experience, so I'm learning stuff from them. Like, um, we're the biggest fire department in Southern West Virginia, so I'm learning from like the best of the best. So stuff like that.
All right, so when did you start firefighting?
I started in July of 2024.
So ever since then, what's been your favorite part about firefighting?
The community engagement.
Can you elaborate?
So like parade stuff, parades and like just like I'm trying to find a word for it. Just being in the community, working with like the community and stuff.
Mm. So what was the reason behind being a firefighter? Because you said you obviously wanted to be a firefighter. Like that was kind of a dream of yours. What kind of gave you that dream? Kind of.
Oh, I honestly couldn't even tell you. It's just I know ever since I was three, that's all I wanted to be. I really couldn't tell you the reason behind it. It's just something I always wanted to do, and I'm doing it. So really no reason behind it. It's just something I always wanted to do. Like, it's been my dream.
I understand. I understand. All right. So back on sports, doing all right. So doing that and firefighter, what's probably been the most challenging part of doing both?
Trying to get the training and balancing my sports life my with my volunteer work. Like, I have training every Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Then I have like, I say during football season, we get out of practice at like 7:30. So I'm missing like training opportunities, learning more stuff. Then with track, it's just I'm like really wore out. I really can't get to the training night every night. Um, it is really challenging, but I'm not just gonna like just quit because of adversity. But um, it's something it's something I can handle. I don't know if a lot of people can handle it, but I definitely can.
I understand. So before we start talking about college football, who do you think is an underrated player coming from WV that people should start looking at and kind of respecting?
Keyshawn Robinson for sure.
What? All right. So what? All right. So you said for sure. So like, what gave you that kind of like confidence in him to say like what's part of his game is like, oh my gosh.
His aura. I'll just say that. Dude, he ran a 10.6 in like the 10th grade.
Dang,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
He's a state champion of the this is last year. He's a state champion at 200-meter dash, 400-meter dash, and I think it was something else too. I think he got second in the 100. But he plays DB at WVU now. But that dude, he's something serious.
That's crazy. All right. So you're going into Concord playing college football. Obviously, what has been the change during from college football back then to now?
Refing. I'll
What
say
has it been?
the officials for
The
sure.
officials?
Yeah. Like all the targeting calls and stuff like that.
Mm. All right, so obviously you're going to a college world of NIL. So, like, what is your kind of opinion on NIL and all the big stories behind NIL?
I feel like it's a good opportunity for a lot of college students because a lot of college they really don't have a lot of guys that play college football. They come from nothing.
Yeah,
They're doing something that they love and something that they're good at. They don't have like opportunities that people like myself have. They don't have both parents and stuff like that. So I feel like NIL is a really great opportunity for a lot of people, especially college students who struggle. It can help you pay for tuition or stuff, tuition, groceries, food, anything. So yeah, and I feel like college players deserve NIL. They deserve money in college. They really do because they went through what like 100 some years without money playing college football, playing at the highest level. You didn't make anything like destroying. He had to pick the career YouTubing or college football. So
no, that's true. So, all right, so looking at, there's also bad things to the NIL as well, though, because like Nico from Tennessee, he had he held off. He tried to hold off from playoffs to now, and then now he's at UCLA, a significant pay cut. Whereas if he stayed at Tennessee, he could have made more money. Like, what's your kind of opinion on that?
I feel like he got too greedy. I really did. Cause you're not that good. You're not in the NFL yet. You're not you're not an elite quarterback. If he was someone like Jackson Dart or somebody like that, or Will Howard, then yeah, you could ask for $4 million or like negotiate with the team. Don't just be selfish and greedy. Like
Yeah, because you're pushing your team down when you do that.
yeah, you're just putting karma on yourself.
All right. So before we go, what's your favorite part about going to Concord, like school or sports?
I'd say they have a beautiful campus. They really do. Their campus is it's amazing. I love it. Um, I say I'm excited for the coaching staff to be like finally join the family and like I know we're going to win a conference championship next year, and continue to build on that to get to like the national level and like be national champions. That's the stuff, something like that.
All right. Before we go, is there anything inspirational you want to say to people like that's going through adversity, kind of like for athletes?
I say, don't let people see you hurting. Like, push through the pain. Don't ever let anybody see you hurt at all. And when you have a coach that's not so good or whatever, don't let that bother you. Just ignore them, block them out your head. 'Cause I know a lot of coaches that are like that. Just just don't listen to them. Just keep that negativity out your life, and just pray to God and keep God in your life.
Yes, sir. So unfortunately, this is the time that we have today. Stay wired in, and I would like to thank Christian for his time today and everything that he spoke on. And yeah, stay wired in and show my boys some Christian love down below.
All right,
All right, man. Thank you, bro.
no problem.